Hi folks, it's Margaret again from M.E.s Orchids, and I'm up in the grow room. Just a couple of changes. You'll see the temperature's 21 and humidity 65. I've brought the humidifier and put it on the top shelf and put it switched off at the moment. Now the Aspasia here, with our roots and all our new growths, I decided to just read up at the weekend, and when I went onto the internet and read all about it, they said it should be in a shallow pot, this particular one anyway, and from now it requires a 2-month dry rest. And so I'm glad I went onto the internet and decided just to give an overview of some of the orchids, because you do forget, and you want to keep your orchids as healthy as you can. So I'll just monitor the situation, but it just says that it does require a 2-month rest now. So 2 months it will get. That's one of the Phalaenopsis that had the cold damage, which I've shown you before, and it's taking a chance and putting out some more blooms. So that one seems to be settled and everything else like that. And just take you down into this shelf here, and do you remember this Dendrobium polyanthum that I've put in this little basket here? Believe it or not, I mean, it does look sorry for itself, doesn't it? I feel as though, I've not done a good job with this, but I'm trying, and I think putting it outside when we had that cold spell, I don't think it enjoyed that. So I've put it in this upside down basket, and there's a new growth there. But let me just see if I can get rid of this. What I wanted to show you down there, whether you can see it, with a little focus. There. It's got roots coming on there, and it's got another new growth. So that seems to be responding now to being in this hanging basket, and I'll just take it now and I'll just put it where it should go, over here, and that's it, we'll leave it there. And this is another change I've made, is the Bulbophyllum lobii. Now this is a big lady. Oh, there we go. And she came bare-rooted, and so I thought, well, I'd got a big enough mount, and I just didn't feel somehow she was improving. She'd made this growth, and let me put her back here. Just bear with me a minute. Just hold on. I'm going to put it back there now. I shall just have to hang her here. That's it. Let me bring her here for you. So she made this new growth here, and she was one that went outside, and she got this wind damage and this broken leaf here. But I'm hoping now, by putting her on this mount, she'll be alright now. I've had those black spots many a while. I don't know why I had them, but anyway, she's doing fine. And this is a little no ID dendrobium, which I potted up, and she's responded to being in this media, and she's sending out these new growths. She's got no they're just canes and anybody else would throw them out, but I never like to throw anything out. So that's another surprise. And oh, this other surprise is I'll have to go on this bottom shelf down here. Just let me get her out. Here we go. Hold on. There we go. Cattleya intermedia by Intermedia VAR Aquini. And this one, just hold on folks, and you can see, bring it down to the light, she's got new growths. I don't know if you can see it from that side. Hold on, yes. She's got new growth there, and there, she's got a new root, a new growth. And I think there might be another little new growth under there as well. So she just hangs upside down. I just put her in this little vase there, and when her roots get bigger, then I will pot her up. So I'm very pleased with that one. Actually, a lot of the orchids I've got now are responding. There's only one mistake I made this week, and I didn't keep my eye on it. And this big one here, there, look at that leaf. She's been in the south-facing windowsill here, and as you can see, and she's had her leaf scorched. Oh dear, never mind. So everything else seems to be actually on the road to recovery. This little one here, this is the tropical pointer, and she's had the bleach treatment, but you know, she's got a new growth, and she's got roots coming, so that one's fine. They're all fine. That's the little one. Is the little cakey, and she's fine. That's the cakey off the Dendrobium polyanthum there. Everything's growing very well, and I'm really pleased. So I want to just take you down now to these mounted ones, and I don't know whether you'll be able to see that. Oh, just hold on. There, just tucked in there. Here we go. Whether you can see that. That's a new growth coming there. So I'm really chuffed with that one. That one here, it shows signs of that eye responding, and this one here, it also shows signs of some root development under there as well. So I'm really chuffed with that one. I'll take you over here. That's the Paphiopedilum. Let's have a look what this one is. Bellatum by Rothschildianum. That one's doing absolutely fine. She's got new growths. She's got new growths coming there. And of course that's the Angraecum. So now look, this morning, I brought me down. She's got a a new leaf popping up through there. And if you remember these, that one's got no roots yet, but the one next to it, that's Warner Eye, and yeah, she's sending a little root out there, so that looks as though it's going to be alright. And this is King Zip Splash, and these have got new growth. They're all doing fine. So after months of being despondent and worrying myself all the time, am I doing it right? What am I doing wrong? Probably wasn't doing anything wrong. It's just that you know, sometimes you don't understand what your orchids need, and once you do, but it's you know, it's time and it's patience, and you do have to do a lot of research to find out, you know, exactly the needs of your orchids. And like this Dendrobium milliforme, since I've mounted this, it's just gone on leaps and bounds. So once you've cracked it, I just need to move this one here, because that's that little one that was infected, but it's responding. It's got that infected leaf there. Let's have a look what this one is. Yeah. Oh, that's the F word for the fusarium. Well, you know, you've got to give them a chance, haven't you? And so that's what I'm doing now. That one doesn't seem to have any growth on it yet. That's my Phalaenopsis tetraspis, and yeah, that's it's not sent out any blooms yet, but it's still got its inflorescence. So basically, you know, everything's doing fine. Hopefully now everything's settled down and I actually know how to look after them. I'll just pan you this way because it's very sunny at this window here. So now I know how to look after them. I shall be, when I next buy some orchids, I shall be able to get the ones that I feel as though I understand, and I shall be able to look after them, because I do like a challenge. But sometimes, you know, you're paying a lot of money and you don't want your orchids to die on you. But everything's doing fine. I'm going to just show you this one while I'm here. You remember the orchid, the two of them that weren't doing very well at all, and it got cold damage. Well, that one there, it had the old grey stubble there. Oh, look at that. That sent out a new green shoot there. So, and it's got that leaf. So that's now on the road to recovery. So I'm dead chuffed about that one. And like I say, the bulbophyllum, that goes up there. So I'll put that back in a minute. And so everything's doing fine. Sometimes there isn't a lot to show. You don't have a lot in bloom. And but the ones that you've got in bloom, see, that one's still in bloom. Still got the 5 flowers, and it's still got a new bud developing there. And the frags are doing fine. So this is all from me at the moment. And enjoy your orchids, and from me to you, take care. See you next time. Bye.